On nights of full moon, whispered voices echo in the minds of those who dare to listen. A young seer discovers that the moon holds ancient memories and a secret that could change the fate of the world. It all started when Ilara, a young woman living in a secluded cottage on the edge of a whispering wood, heard a voice. It was the night of the full moon, and the forest surrounding her home was alive with the sound of crickets and the distant hoot of an owl. But above the gentle hum of the night, Ilara could have sworn she heard someone whispering her name. At first, she dismissed it as a figment of her imagination, the byproduct of living alone for so long. But as the weeks passed and the whispers continued, growing louder and more insistent, she began to worry. Was she going mad? Or was there something else at work? One night, driven by curiosity and a touch of fear, Ilara decided to follow the whispers into the woods. The voice grew stronger as she walked, and soon she came upon a clearing. In the center was a towering oak tree, its branches heavy with age and wisdom, and beneath it, a circle of stones that looked like an ancient altar. As the full moon rose higher in the sky, the whispers reached a crescendo, and Ilara felt a strange pull, a sense of destiny urging her forward. She stepped into the circle, and as she did, the stones hummed with power. Suddenly, the world shifted, and Ilara found herself transported to a time long past. She stood in the same clearing, but everything was different. The oak tree was young, its leaves rustling in the breeze. The circle of stones stood tall, and nearby, a group of people were gathered around a bonfire, their faces illuminated by the flickering flames. They were laughing, dancing, celebrating. And at the center of it all was a young man with hair the color of moonlight and eyes that shone like stars. Ilara felt a connection to him, a sense of familiarity that transcended time. As the night wore on, the celebration continued, and Ilara found herself drawn to the young man. They talked for hours, and he told her stories of a time when magic was strong in the world and the moon whispered secrets to those who listened. But as the first rays of dawn touched the horizon, the young man's demeanor changed. He grew serious, his laughter replaced by a deep sadness. He told Ilara that the moon was in danger, that a dark force was trying to extinguish its light. And then, he vanished. Ilara awoke with a start, the whispers now a distant memory. The clearing was empty. The fire had died down to embers, and the young man was nowhere to be seen. Disheartened, she stumbled back to her cottage, wondering if she had imagined the entire experience. But as she reached for the doorknob, she saw a single white feather lying on the ground. Hope surged through her. She hadn't imagined it. The moon was real, and so was the young man. With the feather in her hand, Ilara knew she had to find the moon before it was too late. Subscribe to